Heads up. If you have kids around,
Parental advisory is in effect.
This is the Bone is Bone podcast with Lamont and Tonelli.
It's like water torture.
Baby Huey.
Chasta.
Welcome back, friends, to the Bone is Bone podcast. Chasta, Lamont, Tonelli, and
What's
Baby
up?
Huey talking about controversy today. And not a controversy we stirred up. I know that's a bit surprising. And we're talking about a country artist, Miranda Lambert.
I had no idea what you were talking about until you
hadn't heard
explained
about
this
it?
deal. No.
Oh, my God. It's all over the news. So if you're like Lamont and you haven't heard about it, here's what happened. She was putting on a concert and she was, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds into a pretty quiet song and she stops playing. And she's like, hold on. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. We tried to play the audio in here, but tech was not in
Technical
our
difficulties.
Sound like this.
So basically she said, stop. She said, the girls in the front are more concerned about their selfies than listening to the music, and it's starting to piss me off.
Right.
That's what she said. And so everybody freaked out on either side, saying those girls were annoying, that they were interrupting the music and stopping to take the selfie. But then a lot of other people were like, oh, no, Miranda. They paid a ton of money for those tickets.
How much did they pay?
Well, I looked into it. They were in like a VIP section.
Okay.
Yes.
Kind of like Metallica's, like Snake Pit.
Yeah.
For Miranda
Where you
Lambert.
get to meet the band and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they paid like $750 a ticket for those
Oh,
tickets.
my God.
It was like front row. Okay. And
They're morons.
there's a group
Who would pay
of
$750 to see Miranda Lambert?
oh my God, Miranda Lambert's great.
Oh.
But I mean, what people are paying for
She's
Taylor
hot.
Swift. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, I actually legitimately like Miranda, but that's not the point. The point is are you able, should you be able to do something like that? How do you feel about cell phone usage at concerts?
Or bad behavior at concerts.
You're
Yeah.
asking me
Well,
about
I mean,
cell phone usage anywhere.
Huey, I actually would like to start with you because you have personal experience. You got yelled at by a rock star for doing something like this.
Yeah, so years ago, I went to go see Iron Maiden down at Shoreline. I had front row tickets, and I was filming the band, one of the songs, and Steve Harris, the bassist, came over to my side, and I could barely hear him because he was just mouthing to me.
Right.
But I read his lips. He was like, put your fucking phone down.
Did you do
Good
it?
for him.
Oh, God, I love Iron Maiden now.
Absolutely. Put your
put your
effing phone down.
You should have flipped them off. I wish I could have seen that freaking altercation.
Started a fight with
I
him.
know, right? Exactly. Just jump on
It's
the
like,
stage.
fuck you. No. It was just, I paid for this. But no, it's so I did it. I was like, oh my God, I got one of my rock star idols. I don't want to piss him off. So I
Right.
did.
He's one of your rock star idols?
I mean, I
How many
love Iron
fucking
Maiden.
idols do you have?
Iron Maiden, I
hell
mean,
yeah.
who would argue?
I do. We could ask my friend Ben. He was there. He witnessed it. He could.
Was
confirm
he filming you getting yelled at?
See, I got fired
For
Where's that
filming
footage?
something.
Well, that's what I'm curious about, is if you continued filming to get him on camera saying that to you, or did you stop before he said
Well,
anything?
it's interesting because it was around that time. It was like being reported on the various rock websites. He was like going off on at different concerts. So
Okay.
it's almost like old
Oh, that's his
man.
pet peeve, right? The cell phone thing.
Yeah, but it's also
Careful how
like,
you say old man. Be careful how you say that.
yeah, old man, get off
Triggered.
my lawn. Like, he's probably like annoyed by it. So I get it from his point of view, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who like to document concerts now. That's just part of the norm now.
When you brought it up to my attention, you and I talked about it. My initial reaction was, you paid for those tickets, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
However, after watching all the footage and everybody talking about it, there is an argument to be made because they were blocking the view of other people.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
they were in the front row standing up in a quiet song when the rest of the auditorium was sitting.
Mm-hmm.
And so they probably couldn't see Miranda.
Yeah.
And it is a quiet song. And it was distracting her from getting into this like moment.
My
So-
question is, I saw something online. It was, I think they were taking their time and doing multiple shots
Yeah.
because I think they were.
Well, they had to get their pictures just
Right.
right for social media.
the right angle, the right lighting, smile, all that stuff. It's one thing if you do
The right
quick-
hair flip.
Yeah, exactly. Hands on the hips, all that. It's just, but like, it's one thing I think if you do one quick selfie and move on.
Right.
But if you're standing there for like multiple minutes,
Filming the band like you were?
No. See, hey, for me, I've learned from my mistakes. What I'll do is I'll put the camera by my face.
You put it, you're not even watching through the camera itself.
Yeah, I'll put it like right under my chin.
Oh, that's
Right.
much better.
But,
Yeah.
hey, but
Which
no,
chin?
Wow.
Wow, to now. I
Old
can't reach
man.
him or I would smack him for you.
No, but Wow.
I'm sorry, cracking myself up.
So
The digs between you two.
So but my thing is, for me, it's like, okay, I'm tall enough, I can watch clearly, and I'll hold.
You could have watched clearly sitting down.
No, there's people blocking my view. I'll stand up.
Oh, not
Right.
if you're in the front row like you were.
Well, everyone was standing at that point.
Right.
Well, it's Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
Everybody's
You're
standing.
fucking 6'8".
Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, I have been at multiple shows with you when
Yeah.
people have asked you to move out of the way because you are so tall.
Yeah.
People behind you are like, hey, can you do this or you do that? And one of them was at Aftershock. When we're in a field of like 4 million people, where are
Right.
you supposed to go?
It's like, move to your right then.
Yeah.
Get out my way.
Yeah.
Or at the concert, buy a better ticket then.
and
You suck my dick, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been in that moment where I've been behind a very tall guy and I haven't been able to see. And it does suck, but it's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not my fault. Mother Nature gave me this greatness of height. But still, but what I'm saying is, like, when I'll film, like, just like my favorite songs, but I'll put it to the camera. It's not blocking my view. I can watch in real time. But since I'm tall enough, I'm
So
not.
you're basically watching the show through your
No.
telephone.
No,
I'm
he's
saying
not.
I
It's in
haven't-
front of his chest.
But
Oh,
since
okay.
I'm tall enough, it's
Right.
still high enough view. My
Right.
camera
Right.
angles. I get the best of both worlds. I get to document it and I get to watch in real time.
Because if I'm holding my camera up, I mean, I'm so short, I got to go way up.
and then you're creating
And then
this
I'm
extra
creating an
view.
extra blockage. I swear to God, one time I was at a show and a woman whipped out her iPad. Like, for real
Right.
iPad.
I've seen
and
that too.
holds it up in front of me. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Right.
I mean, it was ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no. So I had to document. I have it on my phone. I was taking pictures of her taking pictures on her iPad because it was absurd. And it was at a small
My
venue.
thing is, if they take one quick photo, that's fine. Because like you said, you pay for the seats. But if they're taking like their sweet time and like obsessing over the right photo,
Yeah.
then yes, you're starting to like, you're blocking everyone's view and it's just becoming an annoyance at that point.
Well,
Yeah.
I will tell you, there are certain things that I think should not happen, but there are certain bad behaviors that I encourage.
Okay.
Now, for instance, there are two things that just bug the shit out of me at concerts.
Okay.
You pay some good money for a concert seat, and you end up sitting by someone, either beside or behind or in front of,
Mhm.
who decide that they are singing every freaking word of the song off key, screaming it out. I don't hear the artist singing. I hear this friggin' goofball.
We know a couple of those people.
Their version of the friggin' song. That's not why I paid money to go to the show.
Yeah.
Now, by the same token, they're going to go, well, I paid my good money to go. Yeah, you paid your good money, but there's 40 fucking people that you affect.
I feel
okay?
triggered because
Yeah.
I've sat by you and I've sang before. I'm sure of it. It's
I didn't
bitter.
hear it because you don't sing
I don't
screaming
belt.
at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
Well, I know people who will be at a concert and they're filming it to put on social media, but they're singing along. So all I hear in their video on their IG
Is them
story
singing.
is them singing. So I'm like, I can't even hear the band. Why are you posting this video?
Yeah.
You're
Right.
wasting my time, asshole.
Oh, man, you really feel
Good.
heated over there.
Yeah.
And there is
Get off
bad
my
ex-
lawn.
And I will tell you, there is one
Fuck you.
situation that Paul and I ran into from a concert winner.
This is a legendary story.
And I've told the story before when it was at Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
And it was around the time his son had just died. And he wrote that song, Tears to Heaven.
Oh, Tears in Heaven.
yeah, Tears in
Oh,
Heaven.
yeah.
And he started singing it, and you could hear a friggin' pin.
And this is at the shoreline.
Shoreline,
Okay.
and we
That's
were
how
in the
quiet it
middle
was.
of the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The acoustics are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And this friggin' guy got so hammered and was pissed off at his wife and stood up in the middle of the show, in the middle of the bowl, while Eric Clapton is just getting into the guitar and starting to sing.
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
Yep.
And I paraphrased because it was the C word.
It was the C word. even
exactly.
worse.
And started screaming at his wife.
Oh my God.
That security came to haul them off. And Tonelli and I were sitting beside them. We're just like, don't know them.
don't know.
know them.
I don't know who
Have
this
no
is.
idea.
Don't know them.
Did Clapton stop?
No, he kept on playing.
Oh, how awkward is that?
Right?
During that song in
During
particular.
that song, a tribute to his son.
Oh God. That's
Yeah,
awkward.
that was
So
an
that
all-timer.
I discourage.
Yeah, of course.
However, there is some bad treatment that I do encourage at shows. Like, for instance, a day or two ago at a Drake concert. Have you heard about this?
No, I don't think so.
A lady threw a 36, and I want to get, I know it's bigger than D. It might be 36E.
It was G.
The 36G bra up on stage.
Oh, damn.
Now listen, ladies, if you want to take your bras off and expose your puppies, that's fine with me. And throw your bras or panties on stage.
Sure, why
I
not?
am all friggin' for this. Bad behavior, come on down.
That's not bad behavior. That's just that's saucy. You're
Yes,
saucy.
Exactly.
That's funny. Do you have any thoughts on this, Tonelli?
I got reprimanded at a show once.
For using your cell
really?
phone?
No.
Okay.
You've been reprimanded at baseball games too.
Yeah,
I've been to
well,
baseball
that's
games
true,
with
too.
you. Yeah.
Basketball game.
Yeah, basketball games is another one.
You annoying fuck.
Oh my God. He
There's
was
the
really
clip of the
triggered
week.
earlier on.
He's pissed. His face is getting red. Look at him. Oh my God.
Come on, keep laughing.
I was at a Van Morrison show at Masonic.
How dare you? I love Van Morrison. You
About 10
interrupted
years
Van
ago.
Morrison?
No,
dare
I
you?
did
How
not
dare
interrupt
you?
it. This is before they remodeled the Panasonic, the Masonic.
You had a Panasonic phone, I believe, at the time.
That's right.
You might still have it.
Oh my God. Okay.
So
Focus.
anyway, we had seats in what is now the floor area,
Yeah,
right? They had
yeah.
the seats there. And Van is just doing his show. And I'm a huge Van Morrison fan.
Mhm.
And the song ends and people are clapping. And I
You've got a very loud clap. I know where this is going.
I did not know this about Tonelli.
Oh,
You
you
have a
didn't
very
know
loud
this?
clap.
Look
Clap.
look at the callus on his hand.
Is
not
it
for
really?
clapping.
Clapping.
Yeah, okay. There it is.
no, I was
already.
working over the weekend at the house.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Was hammering. I was building a fence.
You're hammering what? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so like every song, clapping.
Solid clap.
And
Oh,
about the third or fourth song in, the
pales
guy in front of me
comparison
says,
to what you
turns
heard.
around and says, "Hey, could you not clap so loud?"
Where's the church clap? You need the golf clap.
So of course,
Now you're
You've had a
like,
few drinks in you,
Yeah.
and now you really start clapping.
Did you reach over in his ear and start clapping really
no,
loud?
I didn't do
would've.
that because I would have gotten in trouble.
Was he a bigger
From your
fella?
wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If I would have been there with you, I would have said, "Can you fucking believe that guy? Tonelli starts to clap louder."
Right? No kidding.
So anyway, that
That's
was
funny.
pretty damn hilarious.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had any real bad behavior, but I definitely film and I don't feel bad about it and I won't apologize for it.
I will tell you
all.
this. I was at a baseball game with Tonelli, and Tommy was sort of flipped him off.
What did you do?
Well, it was at Candlestick, and you used to have to walk that route from home plate down to the right field wall where the visiting team went in or came out of the.
Let me add to the
Locker
story
room.
here.
Yeah.
We had seats about 40 rows back behind the dugout, and Tonelli ended up almost on the field.
Oh
He
my
ran
God. Are
down
you
the
kidding
row,
me?
and Tommy Lasorda was
Yeah, he was
walking on the field.
walking along the right sideline there
Yeah.
between home plate and where the visitors' locker room entrance was, and
Yeah.
I forget what I was screaming at him, but I was screaming at him, and he just flipped me off.
That's awesome. See, then no, that's not
Yeah.
awesome. We do not condone that kind of
Oh, yeah, we
behavior.
don't with Tonelli.
Lamont condones that kind of
Yeah.
behavior, but I do not.
Reggie Smith of the Dodgers almost climbed it in the stands once back in the late 70s,
Are
early
you
80s.
just talking mad shit to him? Or are you
Yeah.
just yelling
Oh,
out like
just
the
bad shit.
just the craziest thing you can think of?
Yeah, we just ride him the whole game, and finally, about the 7th inning, he got pissed off and came over and was
Wow.
threatening to climb into the stands.
Remind me not to go to sports ball with Tonelli.
Those days are over.
You don't do that stuff anymore? Oh, come on. You
So,
still
but-
got it in
yeah.
you.
Go
a
walks
lot of
around,
laughs.
looks at art.
So I want to know what
Well,
these
I
people.
remember one time when you ripped off a guy's jersey and threw it on the luxury box.
You ripped off what?
A guy was wearing a Dodgers
Dodgers.
jersey, and Tonelli saw it and ripped it off his back and threw it out the window of the luxury box.
You ripped it off his back?
That's a long. That's just a bad story.
No, it's a great story.
Is it accurate? What
Oh,
he
yeah,
just
that's
said?
accurate.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
well
I
then-
did
Yeah.
not instigate it, but I took part in it.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
down the hall.
Oh, okay.
So I want to know these people that interrupt concerts and things like that.
Yeah.
Are they doing it to post their own, to do their own social media and say, "Hey, look what I did at
For
this
sure.
concert"?
That's
Right.
the only reason. It's doing it for the gram. That's all it is.
Was it Jim Florentine, a comedian? He made a joke. It's like, why do people film? You're never going to watch these videos later.
But I do. See, people say that all the time. They're like, you never watch this video. No, I actually will.
You
I
will?
Oh, absolutely. I've gone back a million times and watched the very first time I ever saw Blackberry Smoke, which was in
Okay.
a tiny bar in Sacramento. I've gone back and rewatched those. I've even gone back and reposted them.
You know
Really?
what?
Yeah.
I will tell you, there is one or two concert videos that I have watched too, and they're probably only about 40 seconds long.
Me crying at Skinner's.
You crying at Leonard
I
Skinner.
knew you were going to say that.
Yes,
See?
as a matter of fact, on the anniversary of it, I even sent it to Chasta.
Yes, you do. He wasn't even filming Skinner. He just had his camera
Yeah,
straight at my
I
face.
pointed to her when they started Simple Man.
Yeah.
Farewell tour. And just
See,
focus on
that's
you.
true. You just reminded me, actually, bringing up Blackberry Smoke. I got in trouble at that show because I stole a pic because I was so close to the guitar stand and the microphone
Yeah, you reached
stand.
over and
I reached over and the
Klepto.
security guy started
Really?
screaming at me. I was like, are you kidding me? It's right there. It's one pic.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's no big deal. And then it was cool because remember when we interviewed Charlie Starr, I got to tell him that story. And he was like, oh, they got you in trouble? Yes, they did.
I mean, before everybody had cell phones, I think I remember there were signs saying no cameras or videotaping allowed
yes.
before shows, right? I mean,
Right.
on your way in, there
Yeah,
signs
maybe.
were posted.
I'll tell you what really sucks, though. You feel like violated. When I went to see Chris Rock and Chappelle,
Mhm.
they took everyone's cell phone away and put
See,
it in
I
a
wouldn't-
friggin' locked
Wow.
bag.
I wouldn't go to a show like that. I would walk out.
Well, I found out about it after I friggin' paid a fortune for the tickets.
Right. Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
pissed me off.
Well, that pisses me off because, I mean, my first thought as a parent is what if Cody needs me
right.
and I don't have my cell phone?
Yes.
Like, what if something happens, grandma needs to call, and then I'm sitting there oblivious to an emergency with my child?
Yeah, because
Bring-
you're watching a few jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring
No,
an old phone or a fake phone.
a burner phone,
Yeah.
burner
Yeah,
phone.
but they put you through the metal detector before you go in. You got
So
you
they-
got
what did they put it
they
in?
put it in some kind of
Like,
friggin' velvet pouch that
mhm.
apparently is lined or something, so it can't get friggin' cell coverage,
Okay.
and they lock it up.
Okay.
And the only way to get your phone unlocked is when you walk out. It's kind of like when you buy something and they have the security.
yeah, the security tag or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
They take off the security tag that sealed up the bag.
All right, I'm going to say something controversial. Who do you think you are that you are that cool that your content means more than the fact that my child might need to get in touch with
They
me?
don't want you
Fuck off.
spreading their joke,
I don't care. There's nothing that important
right?
that gives you the right to take my cell phone away.
Right.
Especially when I've paid that much money to see you.
Yes.
I mean, you paid a lot of money
I
for those
paid
tickets.
a lot of money for those tickets.
I mean, I love Jack White, but he's done that.
Yeah.
I think he
Dan-
may be the guy that started that idea.
I think Danzig does it too.
Danzig does it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have no interest.
Danzig can friggin' make demands on that.
Or it's
Maybe.
the Misfits. Yeah.
Misfits, yeah. But we saw them at Aftershock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before they had that requirement or
Yeah.
after?
I think that was in an arena. So Aftershock's different. They can't control the
There's
masses.
nothing you
Right.
can do. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
so many people there. Yeah, no, I'm not interested. I'm giving you money to be an artist. I'm not going to be an asshole and do something that blocks or interrupts a lot of people, but you don't have the right to take something personal from me. Sorry,
Right.
that's the way I feel.
Yeah.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry, as Demi Lovato would say.
Which gets me, when you say you pay all that money to see the show, I always get annoyed by people who pass out drunk.
You get annoyed by that?
Yeah, because it's like, dude, why you spend all that money and you missed the entire
Oh,
show?
I don't give a shit.
I get
They're
annoyed
that
by
dumb
people that
by
get
all
that
means.
drunk and throw up on my back.
Yeah.
Well, there
That
you
happened to me
go.
at a show.
That's where you get pissed
Yeah,
off.
exactly.
Been there.
Or splash puke on my shoes.
What about people smoking pot and like the smoke?
I
gets in their
encourage
face?
that.
and blow it in your face.
Yeah.
You know what? I used to not be bothered. I used to not even notice.
Okay.
But it did change things when I went to see Roger Waters. We were in the box, remember?
Yeah.
We were
Yes.
all there. Were you there?
Yeah.
Nope.
We were mostly all there.
He was,
And-
he was sleeping already.
Yeah. Oh God, you guys. Put up your dicks in this one. No, and Cody was there.
Yes.
And that was all this again, everything changes when you have a kid.
Right.
Right.
Like, right? You start to see the whole
Oh,
world.
I
in
brought
a
my
different
kids
way.
to shows. Doesn't bother me.
It did. Well, he was sick.
Hey, you're gonna sleep good tonight,
I
kids.
know, right? And all of a sudden, as soon as Roger started, like a plume of smoke
It was.
just went
I mean,
up.
seriously, it was like a purple fucking
It
cloud.
really was.
Yeah.
We were sitting in a purple cloud, and I thought, wow, maybe this wasn't my best choice. I'm not a
I
great
bet you your
mother.
kid ate great that night.
He's
No
like, give me
kidding,
the
right?
popcorn. Where's the popcorn and snacks? Yeah. So, but no, I mean, I'm not that big of a prude. It's not that big of a deal. I never
Yeah.
even thought of it before that, to be honest. And I'm
Right.
from Oklahoma, where like it, was not legal.
That's the
Still isn't
national
legal.
plant, isn't it?
No, it's still it's only legal if you have a card.
Gotcha.
But then again, you can probably sneeze and get a card.
Right.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
everybody has glaucoma there. All right, well there you go. Kids behaving badly at concerts. I say,
encourage some.
Let's see if it involves panties or bras.
Bras.
Lamont is
Be
all
as
in.
bad as you can be.
Don't throw
Tonelli's
anything
all
on
in.
stage either.
Okay.
Because those stories were in the news
Oh,
last
yeah.
week too, right?
Yeah.
Except
somebody-
if it's bras and
Yeah,
panties.
exactly. Well, don't throw something at the performer and hit him in the face with whatever it was
Cell
that was
phone.
thrown on
You're
stage.
just
Is that what it
offering up
was?
your
Cell phone,
bra and
yeah.
panties. You're not throwing it at them, right? You're just like, here you go. Here's a souvenir.
Wouldn't it be cool to see someone throw the panties and have it stick to the person?
Oh my God. Just the fact that it would stick.
Right there, stick to the front of the bass drum.
Ah!
Right there.
They can't pry it off. It's
Splat.
like glue.
Oh, God. Oh my God.
We have just witnessed gagging on the friggin' video.
If you're listening only, you can go to YouTube and see. I was gonna say see me gag, but you know what? Anyway, we'll move on from that. I don't even want to go there. All right, that's
Someone's
enough
going
of
to
that,
take that
kids.
soundbite.
I know exactly. I have a feeling I know who. John, I'm watching you. All right. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you subscribe. Speaking of YouTube, subscribe to 1077 The Bone there. We're posting every single week. And
Give us a
follow
thumbs up.
Yes. What do the kids say?
So give us a thumbs up, leave a comment,
Subscribe. All the things.
hit the bell.
The bell.
Notifications.
I don't give a shit if they do or not.
Yeah, really?
Wow.
We know. All right. Before Baby Huey and Tonelli get in a fight, we got to get this one out of here. Bye. Love you guys.
See ya.